Do you have like you should have like a glasses deal.
I don't know, maybe my deal is just wearing glasses.
I'm just saying, you should look in, it could be a lucrative business. It's a nice look. So Elizabeth Moss, as you saw, we know she beat you, like every time, right?
I don't know about every time. I think what she said was she beat me once. And then I refused to play again. But yeah, it was the championship. She won the championship, and then the championship was over, and then, you know, there was never another championship. What a shame.
That is so sad. No, what was the game of choice again?
She played speed, but we played a lot of games at in the Mad Men base camp. There was dominoes. There was a lot of cards. There was heads up. There was a lot
dominoes?
of. We didn't play that there, but we played regular old dominoes.
Yeah.
It was. There were a lot of games because there was a lot of. We spent a lot of time there.
Yeah.
Yeah. I worked. You know, I was always. I was always there because I'm in every scene.
Yeah.
So I would sort of run the game quotient, and then if there was one that I wasn't particularly good at, we shuffled that one into the back of the. Into the back of the line.
We see who you are.
Yes.
So wait, did you also love poker, right? Do you do poker nights?
I play poker.
Okay.
I've been in a game of poker that's been running every week since before I started Mad Men, which would have been back in the early 2000s. But no, it's yeah, I love playing poker. It's fun. It's more fun to just get your friends together and sit around a table and talk.
100%. And it's just kind of the vessel for that whole mingling scenario. Oh, okay, I love it. Wait, did you always know that you wanted to be an actor? Like from early on? I know a lot of people kind of say that.
Kind of. I was chosen at a very early age in first grade by my first grade teacher, Shirley Casoy.
I love that you still know her name.
If anybody wants to double check my facts. To play Winnie the Pooh in our first grade production of Winnie the Pooh. And I think Miss Casoy picked me because I had no fear of speaking very loudly in front of people.
Yeah.
So yeah, I wouldn't say that's
normal
that set me down the path, you know, of dressing up in animated costumes. But no, I think I've never had a problem with standing up and talking loud. And looking like an idiot.
To go even deeper,
with a pillow strapped to my stomach.
Did you get a pot of honey?
I sure did.
To go even deeper, do you feel free to not answer this, but I feel like sometimes I'm more comfortable on stage.
For sure.
Yeah,
it's fun.
I feel like I'm more comfortable, like, I don't know if that's like trauma in there somewhere. I don't know what that is.
100%, by the way. No, it can be fun. I mean, some people, it's the most terrifying thing in the world, and for some people, it's the opposite, and I think you and I probably have that.
Yeah, I feel very comfortable.
It's a blast.
Almost more comfortable than having to play myself sometimes at a party or something with other celebrities, which people think you're all supposed to be friends. It's like, what? Anyway, but I love you. You want to be friends?
Yes, totally.
So before the break, we were talking about you acting in school, but I hear that you actually went back to your high school and you taught acting.
I did. I actually went back to my old high school in St. Louis, Missouri, John Burroughs School in St. Louis, Missouri. I'm sure some of you may know somebody who went there. There's usually like one in every crowd. In 2004, after I graduated college, I had a theater degree and no prospects. So I was like, well, what can I do? I know, I'll talk to my old acting teacher and maybe he'll give me a job teaching at my old high school. And I did that, and it was really fun. I was 24 years old. I had no idea what I was doing.
Teaching is hard.
It is incredibly hard, and not only is it hard, it is a long day.
Yeah.
And when you're used to being a bartender and a waiter and your day starts at like 5:30, 6 p.m., that 8 o'clock wake up is a little bit of a rough transition. So that was my introduction to that. I spent a whole year there. They liked what I did. I had some really great students. Ellie Kemper was one of my students.
Oh, wow.
I had a couple other pretty phenomenal kids in my classes. But they said, do you want to come back? Do you want to keep doing this? And I was like, well, I'm 24 years old. I'm pretty long in the tooth for an actor.
Which is crazy.
Which is crazy, but
try being a woman.
Exactly. But I thought if I don't do it now, I probably won't do it. And so I tried. I was like, I would love to do this, but I have to try, at least try.
Yeah.
So I packed up my car, which was a 1986 Toyota Corolla.
Nice.
And I got all the money that I had, which was $150, and I headed west.
I love it. I am not a similar story. I was never a teacher, but I just mean, like, I think you have those big dreams, and a lot of people do, but it's a brave thing to just drive across country, head out west. I'm from Texas, and I did the same. I was a cocktail waitress, so we all were waiters at some point.
Exactly. Tip your waiter.
Yeah. But I love it to be so bold and move out there for a dream. But how long, like, because you were persistent, you persevered. Like, it was from that teaching class to when you actually got a job.
From that acting class to when I actually hit was a period of about probably 5 years.
Really?
Yeah.
That's a lot.
Waiting tables and bartending and everything. Yeah, well, I mean, but it was fun. I mean, it's fun to be in a new city, making new friends, learning the lay of the land, going to. When I came to LA, like the Beck and the Silver Lake music scene was all happening, and I lived over there, and it was really fun. And you could go see those shows for $5, and all my friends were comedians, and you could go see shows at Largo for $3, and if you waited in line, it was free. So there was all that. There was fun stuff to do. You just had to kind of lean into it. But
you or me though? Where is the free one?
Yeah, where's the free show exactly?
That was me when I cocktailed out here. So wait, speaking of shows, you must love music. I heard that you were actually at Prince's last concert.
Oh, I was.
That's amazing. I never got to see him live. I never got to see him live.
Oh wow. That was it. It was him and a piano and a microphone. The tour was called Prince, Piano and a Microphone. And he played for about 90 to 100 minutes nonstop. And it was like, he would start songs and then like look out at the crowd and be like, you guys aren't ready for that one yet. And the crowd would go like crazy. Yeah. It was in Atlanta, Georgia at the Fox Theater, which is this old, beautiful, you probably played there, vaudeville theater right in Midtown there. And it was like church. It was
spiritual,
people turned up, and it was really fun. It had been, I had gotten tickets. I was shooting Baby Driver. You don't have to applaud for that, but it is a good movie. I'm only putting this in context. But we were shooting Baby Driver, and I saw that he was coming, and I knew that he was coming on this particular tour. He was playing by himself, and I thought, I got tickets, and he canceled.
Oh.
He got sick and he canceled, and I was like, oh no. But he rescheduled for the end of our shoot, and I still had those days off. So I was like, okay, my tickets are still good. Yeah. We're gonna get to go. And it was his last show, and I still have my little ticket stub.
Oh my gosh,
and
that's
incredible. It was like the best show I've ever seen. It was great.